What's up everyone, Zarnox here, and we're playing some 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, finally getting around to doing a commandment team. This is the team I've been running lately, and I've been having a lot of fun, and it's actually holding up fairly well in the meta, at least from the games I've played. Now I could sit here and talk about how great this team for a while, but I think it's better shown. So let's hop into some matches, and see what kind of trouble we can get into. Let's go! Alright, here we go, hopping into the first match. Ooh, looks like we are against a Tarmiel team right off the bat. Okay, out CCing them, that's always good. Oh, and definitely a real player, so let's send them a friendly little wave and start things off here. So, we're in a good spot because we're getting to go first. I don't know who I want to go for. Let's go for Estarosa. I think that's always a decent start. So, Derieri does some good damage. Let's just punch in with Derieri and Droll, and then get Pumpkin Bombs up, so that way we're at least rolling back ultimates, or at least forcing him to use the stance, because Estarosa's passive basically makes it so whenever a unit takes a stance, they get debuff immunity. So if they really wanted to, they could get rid of these Pumpkin Bombs, but it at least forces them to have to use that card to do it. And thankfully we have some more Derieri cards here, which is very good for us. And some Pumpkin Bombs, not too bad. We could always upgrade Droll's card if we really wanted to, but let's wait and see what he does. He's going to put up the shield and put up the taunt. And attack into Gowther. Makes sense. Gowther is kind of one of my decoy units I like to think with this team, because, you know, you kill Gowther and bring in Red Zeldris, so it's always not a bad thing. I think the best play here, as we are going to do, is just punch into Estarosa. Thankfully, the way Derieri works is if she hits on someone with a counter, due to her evasion, isn't going to do anything. So we're still in a fantastic spot to start this match off. We got Estarosa very low, so let's see what he does next. Looks like he's doing a Tarmiel card, so probably a counter, or not a counter, sorry, a stance. And he's trying to rush Liz ult as well. And we didn't put Pumpkin Bombs up. Maybe that would have been a good play. But let's see. So yeah, there goes the stance and the stun onto Gowther. Okay. Interesting. I thought he might go for Derieri. Oh, Derieri still has evasion, so can't throw a stun on her. So, okay, so we can't use Pumpkin Bombs, obviously. What I think we'll do is we'll use his card just to rush ultimate. That'll give us the Droll merger. And then we can use this, which will stop at least Liz from putting up a shield. And I think we just put up Derieri card to keep her passive going, and to just give her some tanky stats. So there we go, get the Droll, get the debuffs up. Obviously, with the debuff immunity on the two of them, it's not really much. This is mainly in there for Liz. And now we've got Gowther ult this turn. We're just going to have to let Liz ult go off. Sadly, the only ult rollback we have is Gowther's Pumpkin Bombs, and obviously Droll's ult does slow down the game a little for ult rush. So it looks like he's just going to drain Gowther. That's completely fine, because Gowther's passive, unlike Red Gowther, will still stack up, even if he's taking damage. So we're still in a really good spot here. I think what I want to do this turn, obviously we don't have to worry about Estarosa, and I'm pretty sure we just can kill him twice? Yeah, I think that might be the play. I might as well give it a go. We'll try to kill Estarosa twice here. I'm pretty sure we definitely can due to Droll's level 2 card. Yeah, 100% he dies here. I don't want to eat my words. Please die. Oh, okay, good. That takes Estarosa out. Obviously, Liz ult's going to happen, but at least we're not, you know, taking that constant attack-related stats down whenever we attack due to his commandment. So that is good. So, let's see what he goes. He's going to go Liz ult, use another Liz card. And 2 Liz cards, I think. We'll see. But yeah, I really like this team because you can do a fair bit of damage with Derieri and Gowther ramping. And if they take out one unit, it doesn't really mess you up because Zeldris is a really strong unit to come in and, you know, kind of help the day, because he still has, if they kill Gowther, you might lose your ult drain, but you may gain some from bringing in Zeldris. So it looks like he's going to put up the stance, put up the shield, or the Liz ult. So we're in a good spot. He's got Gil Thunder in the back, so obviously he's going to be tanky no matter how you look at it, but we still have 2 ults here to throw at him, even though Derieri's stunned, so he might not even need hers. Plus we have the buff, so next turn we can definitely get that off, and at least give it some buff so it does increase damage. Obviously we've got our 2 ults here, just put Pumpkin Bombs up, I guess, mainly on Gil Thunder and Liz. Hopefully no one dies. Looks like his ult didn't kill Gowther, so it's probably not a 6/6 Liz. I was kind of worried. But you don't see many of those until you get into the higher champions. Now we'll go through die to this. Oh my god. He'll probably yeah, I was gonna say he'll probably live to the patience because he didn't do any damage, so he can't really reflect much damage to him. Okay, so it looks like we do have Derieri ult here and some Derieri cards to work with, which is always good. I'm really hoping we can kill Tarmiel this turn. Looks like he'll drain, that's completely fine. I wish we had an upgrade for Derieri, because then we could, you know, basically get her ult and guarantee she gets it off, because she could dodge any stuns or any rollbacks. But doesn't look like that's the case with her evasion card. Okay. Oh, I want to kill Tarmiel so bad here, but I'm also afraid he'll live if I just nuke into him. But you know what? Let's give it a let's full send it and see if we can take this man down. He's pretty tanky, but if we do, you know, we ramp the damage here, I think we can manage to just get him down. Oh my god! Oh no. Okay, so this man did survive. I mean, we're not in a necessarily bad spot. I just really wish this man fell over there. Kind of sad that our full send did not work out. And he healed back a lot, actually. Okay, well, either way, Derrier's still ramping her damage, and now she's going to get stunned. See, this is why I was really hoping for a upgrade on that evasion card, so then we wouldn't have to worry about this. Goddess Lich Shield's going to come out. And, oh wow, it did no damage despite being an amplify, or a rupture card. So, let's do this. So we'll use Gother's 2 cards to break the shield is what I'm thinking here. The second one should apply pumpkin bombs. Thankfully he doesn't have any like debuff immunity because Esterosa is definitely gone. So we're draining some ultimates here. And let's put up the buff and debuff skill disable. And it doesn't look like he had many buffs or debuff cards, so it's fine, but at least we're stopping that revenue if he was gonna shield or anything like that. And now Derieri is free next turn, and we do have a couple cards to use. Looks like, is he going to drain Derieri? I imagine he is. Yep, she's survived. She's tanky now. Thanks. That's another reason I like having Droll on this team is he does give the resistance stats. So passively your team does get tanky, and Zeldris obviously buffing demons, or sorry, buffing commandments. So he buffs the base stats of the team based on how many commandments are in play. So I think we upgrade, and we will. I like this, but we do use all our Derieri cards to do it. But you know what? Let's do it again. We're going to buff Derieri with the evasion card, so now we're guaranteed to get her all off next turn. We'll punch into Liz with a level 3 card. She survived a level 3? Oh no. Oh, this is not going the way I planned. These people, this team just keeps surviving, like just barely to these attacks. Okay, we do have 2 ults up now. Looks like he's going to buff his cards. I just realized his Guild Thunder's level 75. I don't know how I did not notice that till now. Which works in our favor. Looks like, see, even that resistance is just barely keeping Gother alive. I honestly thought he was going to drop. So maybe, you know, I get a little lucky here and there with some units surviving. Let's see what we can do. I really want to kill Tarmiel here if we can. I'm not too worried about Liz. Obviously, her revive's gone. So I think we break the shield with the 2 cards and just punch him with the ultimate. We might not even need to do this. We probably could have, yeah, used... we don't really have another good attack card to make sure he dies. So I just want to do this 100% sure. He is now out of play. Don't have to worry about, you know, drains or his stance basically making him super tanky. And Goddess Liz isn't a huge problem. Now that we have the hero advantage, I'm pretty sure this is in the bag. And that worked really well. I was very worried. Whenever I see a Tarmiel team, I kind of like shudder a little bit. Because that team is really strong. Wow, Guild Thunder actually killing Gother there with that Rupture card. And looks like he's going to forfeit the match. So there we go. First game down. We actually managed to take out a Tarmiel team. No complaints here. Derieri holding her own pretty well. So let's hop into the next match and see if we can find another interesting team to go against. Alrighty, getting game 2 underway. Looks like we have a Pierce comp here. I don't see a lot of Pierce in ungeared. Every once in a while one of these sneaks in. And always is a little bit of a struggle because no matter how you look at it, Pierce does a lot of damage. Thankfully our team's decently tanky. I'm not sure how well it's going to hold up against a Pierce comp, so we're going to have to see. I think what I want to do off the start here is maybe upgrade Derieri to reduce the damage she takes. Just throw out the evasion card, and I guess pumpkin bombs. Yeah, we'll just roll back ultimates. It's not really a big deal to roll back ultimates against this team. I'm just mainly just throwing out an attack card here because ideally what we want to do is kill Rugal in one hit with Derieri, whether that be maybe a big card or an ultimate or something, because if you get Rugal, the green human there on the right, if you get him to half health, what's going to happen is this man here is going to basically increase all his substats to 15% I believe, and heal to full, removing all debuffs. So he's just going to pop off. So what we want to do is take him out in one go and not drop him under half health and have him heal back up. So ideally we want to keep upgrading Derieri. Thankfully we got this level 2 upgrade here. So we could actually get a level 3 Derieri card. I don't know if I want to use it. Level 3 maybe. I think we'll put up pumpkin bombs, and what we'll do is we're not going to upgrade Derieri, or we're not going to use a Derieri card here. The reason being, she's still going to have her increased damage defense, like her other buffs from her buff card. She'll still have that next turn. So we're just going to lose 1 stack of her damage. And I think it's worth it to maybe try and set up a big kill. Okay, we got another Derieri attack card, and we have an ultimate here. So we might be able to make something happen this turn. We're actually doing pretty well. We're not taking as much damage as I thought we were going to be. And thankfully we have Droll locking out some of their debuff skills. So it means no corrosion or the Rugal attack related stats down. So we don't have to worry about him throwing that on a good old Derieri here. Let's see, got a little distracted by that notification. Okay, so I think we can kill yeah, I think we can kill Rugal this turn. I think if we buff actually let's do this. I think we'll throw up the evasion card. Throw it on a Derieri. We'll give her the increased stats, and we're just gonna punch Rugal and hope this man drops to level 3. If he doesn't, I don't know, this full send might come to bite us. But let's see here. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Okay, so we took down Rugal in 1 hit. That's exactly what we wanted. We did not want this man getting his damage and all his stats ramped up by his passive. So now that is off the table. Don't have to worry about that. Derieri is still evading right now, so he has to roll back Gowther this turn. Gowther actually has a fair bit of resistance stack, so he might be okay if they try to use a Lilia card here to roll back his ultimate. Not 100% sure, but let's see. Still taking a lot of damage from Meliodas here. Oh my god, we're just barely going to hang in there. Let's see what opt for. So we're going to opt for the last card, and we're completely fine. So Gowther is going to happen no matter what here. And I think I think this game's pretty much in the bag. I don't want to say too much yet, but I'm pretty sure with some Derieri cards, and we'll use a Droll card here. Oh, maybe we... yeah, let's use a Droll. Oh man, I'm trolling. I don't know why I didn't realize that I should probably use the Droll card first, because the way Droll's card works is the more alt orbs they have, the more damage it does. But I think it should be fine. Yeah, Derieri is just going to kill Meliodas, so that is nothing to worry about. And it doesn't really matter who Droll hits. Obviously, I would have liked him to hit Lilia, because he might have killed, but probably not. Either way, we're in a fantastic spot. I think this game is in the bag. Thanks to our friend here for letting us test out this team against a Pierce comp. I actually was pretty surprised that it held up this well. I thought we would be taking a lot more damage. Now, mind you, he didn't get many Rugal cards. We did kill Rugal fairly early, but it could have been bad if we messed that up. I'm pretty sure we would have just straight lost there. So I'm pretty sure we just end this off now by killing Lilia, and then we'll take out King, because King's not going to do much damage thanks to Droll constantly ramping up our resistance due to his passive. So let's do this. I probably could be doing attack cards here. I know this is playing it a little slow. Some people might think I'm bullying this man. But I just want to make 100% sure that we kill all these units, because he could still have a Lilia heal here as that level 2 card. And he could try to rush ultimates or something. So yeah, he did have a Lilia card to remove some of the debuffs and heal up a little. Gonna throw out another explosion card. Not gonna matter much due to our resistance stacking up the way it is, and we're super tanky. So I think the plan here is we're gonna punch into King now. And I want to use both those cards, and we'll just use the Droll card. Pretty sure Droll will finish off. Oh, so hoping that would one-tap King. Doesn't matter, Derieri is going to one-tap Lilia, and Droll will just finish off that little bit of damage that's left on King. And there we have it. So, our team held up pretty well against a Pierce comp. I'm pretty thankful for that. We did get some really good RNG. If we didn't, we might have been in a very bad spot. But I'm still pretty happy with the results we're getting so far. So let's try to get one more match. That might have been a bot, I'm not 100% sure. So let's hopefully find one more real player and hop into another match. Alright, here we go. Moving into match number 3. Looks like we are against, definitely a real player by the looks of the CC. Running an Escanor comp here. Pretty interesting. I wonder if he's running Athena in the back for kind of like a single target like takedown kind of team. Looks like he's using Lilia and Gowther to buff up Escanor's damage. It's actually a pretty interesting idea here. Let's see how well it works out. I actually think we do fairly well, thanks to having Derieri being, you know, a red unit, Escanor being green. One thing we do have to keep in mind, though, is Mr. Escanor here, as he attacks into Droll. Droll's passive blocks out ultimate when you get it to your alt gauge to full. It blocks it out for 2 turns. However, Escanor, due to his passive, completely negates that, so we're going to have to keep that in mind. So let's try to roll back his ultimates a little. Unfortunately for us, he probably could get a Lilia heal very easily with a Gowther upgrade, but I don't think it's a big deal. Let's just throw up the pumpkin bombs to at least force that heal out now, so it gets rid of one potential heal for later. And we'll also just do a Droll attack card, and we're going to merge the upgrade, just so if we need to do anything wild next turn, it's available to us. Maybe should have used it so that way we could have got Gowther ult, but he probably could have just upgraded into a Drain anyways. So we'll keep it going with this. I'm not necessarily, might not have been the best play, but I think it's okay. So looks like he's gonna rush Lilia ultimate. Droll's passive will kick in, thankfully, even though she merged into it. Oh, actually what he did there is he got Lilia ultimate and then healed to remove Droll's passive, because it's not like a gray debuff, it's just a red one that can be removed with a heal or, you know, like a buff or debuff immunity card. So let's upgrade here, punch into Lilia with Droll, and we'll put up Derieri's stance, or sorry, not stance, Derieri's buff card to just reduce some of the damage we're probably going to take. Oh, I just realized that maybe upgrading into a Lilia ult isn't the best idea, because we're going to get some ult roll back on us because of that. But it should be okay. We're going to hope that Escanor doesn't have a Cruel Sun to remove the Derieri buffs, but even if it does, I think we'll be okay, depending on the ult level of his Lilia here. So obviously we have Gowther ultimate, but it's going to go regardless, even if we did upgrade. Yeah, so looks like he does have a Cruel Sun. That's unfortunate. Not the end of the world, because we do get a little bit of resistance on her, so she might help her survive this a bit better. Ooh, just barely hanging in there. We still have Derieri alive. Obviously going to lose Gowther ultimate. Only going to be down by 1, though. Looks like going to take another Lilia card, and Derieri is just managing to survive. Which, honestly, it's not a terrible thing, because we do have Zeldris in the back, and Zeldris by himself is a fantastic unit to come in, and it doesn't mess with Gowther's passive either. So let's just put up the pumpkin bombs here. Hopefully he's trying to stop Escanor if we can, if he doesn't have any Escanor cards, and, you know, stop red Gowther's passive as well. We'll put up the buff disable, so hopefully no crazy buff plays from Gowther. And we just did a level 1 buff card on Derieri there, mainly to keep her passive ramping, and to kind of force him to attack Derieri and kill her this turn, because obviously I think he will have the weight. Looks like he's gonna attack from Escanor, so yeah, we're probably losing Derieri this turn, but I don't think that's a big deal, because we do have Zeldris in the back, and Zeldris still does pretty well against most of his team. Now, one thing we do have to keep in mind is, even though Zeldris is coming in, we're not getting his commandment, so if we get attack disabled, we're not in the greatest spot. So I'm hoping we can get rid of some units before then. Oh, Droll being an absolute tank of a unit there, just surviving. We're on the back foot of this game, but we might still have a chance. We did get the Droll ultimate draw there, which is fantastic for us. So let's throw this out. I think we probably kill Lilia, because she's at half health here. So, and worst case, I honestly think we'll kill Escanor too with the level 2 card. So let's give it a go. Okay, this is good. Lilia's going down, so Escanor is 100% going down here. Right? Perfect. And just like that, we went from being not a great spot to being back in this game very much so, with a unit advantage as well. Now see who he has in the back line. I kind of thought it'd be Athena, but I don't remember seeing ult roll back when he killed Derieri, so it might be... Okay, looks like he had Merlin in the back. That's completely fine. Though we do have to worry about... we're probably not getting an ultimate off anytime soon, and he can shield. Looks like he's going to get Gowther ultimate, which is not good for us, because that will still do... Ooh, and an attack disable. So this is what I was talking about. Attack disable is not good for us in this team, because we don't really have a good way to remove CC. I think what we do is we just do this, where we throw the pumpkin bombs, the Droll disable card, and just maybe just throw another card. Doesn't really matter, I guess, what we do here. I guess we can just move this. I'm kind of hoping these 2 cards will kill Gowther. He might not do the resistance that Droll gave him, but I'm hoping that Green Gowther's passive is stacked up to the point that Droll's gonna just kill him. Oh no! Okay, so we are taking a probably 6/6 Gowther ult to the face here. We might be okay. We might be losing everyone but Zeldris, but I honestly think Zeldris might be able to 1v2 this. Okay, looks like he's going to. That's a level 3 card, so Droll's definitely dead here. And I imagine he's actually going to roll back Gother. That might have been a bit of a misplay on his part. Because he could have just ulted, I think, and killed us there. Maybe he pressed the wrong card? Pretty sure this is a player. I don't think that a bot would even do that. A bot probably would use the ultimate. Sadly, I think what we have to do here is this card might kill his Gother. Oh, let's go. Okay, so we actually took out his Gother. It might have been a bit of a misplay on his part there. I kind of feel bad for the man. I feel like the Gother ultimate would have just stuffed us out and we might have lost, but looks like I think we can just bring this game back now because all we have to do is upgrade Zeldris and take home the W. Alrighty, well I hope you guys enjoyed this team. I had a lot of fun putting it together and I might actually run this team a little more. It's surprisingly fun. It might only work really well due to the exclusive rule this week, but we will have to wait and see. I'm going to keep trying it out here. Maybe I'll put up another video of it, but I'm going to try out some new teams as well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next video.